As you look down the lane assignments, Larry Rawson, where in the world is Carl Lewis?
Well, they put out an all-points bulletin for him, but he never made it in time here, and I guess we'll have to find out at a later date. I think Lewis is in great shape, though. We'll see what happens in a week or so.
But those who are here, lane 3, Calvin Smith, Floyd Hurd, also a force to be reckoned with tonight, as is Robson De Silva, and certainly Canada's Atlee Mahorn.
Thomas Jefferson in lane 2. That is the Olympic bronze medalist at this distance, 200 meters. Calvin Smith from Bolton, Mississippi, has had an illustrious career in the United States as a sprinter. Olympic gold medalist at 4x100. There you see Floyd Hurd, the youngest man ever to rank #1 in the world at 200 meters. He's just a college student going into his junior year. John Regis from Great Britain will have lane 5. From Brazil, Robson De Silva is in lane 6, a good lane to be in on the outside. The turns are more gentle out there. Canada's Atlee Mahorn is in 7.
It is a good start for Calvin Smith. He is the defending champion. Calvin Smith and Brazil's Robson De Silva, the World Cup champion. In 1985, it is lane 3, Calvin Smith, and he is pouring it on. Calvin Smith and Robson De Silva, and it is Smith. I'm not sure if it was De Silva or Floyd Hurd who captured second place. A photo finish for second.
Phil, I really think it was De Silva who got up there and nailed him. I think Floyd was surprised when he looked over to his right there on that. I saw him just look over before the finish line like, who is this guy coming up on me? 20 and 10/100ths of a second. Only Carl Lewis has run faster this year as we watch the replay. Smith, a notoriously slow starter, gets out fairly well. He runs the turns very, very well. Looking at making up distance on Hurd already. He really has a very fine top speed for a guy who's just almost 5'10". He's really 5'9" and a fraction, but he can really motor for a guy who's not 6'2", and he really has had a great career, particularly at 200 meters, even though he's the world record holder for 100. Watch on the left in white, that is De Silva coming up to nail down second place from Floyd Hurd, as the rest of the field trails by a good step or two.
A tremendous finish for Calvin Smith, a very experienced runner, but at times has had a problem peaking too late. He certainly did not have that problem in Zurich.
Look at the intensity. I love this camera work. Look at him peek over. Did you see that little peek? There it is again. You know, other athletes turn their head when they're less experienced. They look left, they look right, but here you just take a peek. Calvin Smith, second fastest time in the world this year. Floyd Hurd, the young man from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, takes 3rd.
It was 4 years ago at the Worlds when Calvin Smith won this race, and now with just a week prior to the 1987